Comic book people, I'm finally doing my first video for you guys, so all you wrestling fans are gonna have to hang on. But if you're a comic book and wrestling fan like I am, then we're gonna talk about Black Panther 2 and is this T'Challa's real son right after this. What's going on, everybody? My name is KJ from Cali, and I am an award-winning comic book writer, a wrestling fanatic. And the reason why I ain't posted a video in a minute, it's only been a couple of weeks, but I've been working on my own comic book. The cover is actually right there. So if you guys want to check that out, go to my Instagram page and peep all the advertisements I'm doing for that. If you go to Patreon, you're going to see all of it be in the process. So if you guys want to check out my new comic book, Kyle Flex, coming out really soon. This is a spinoff, the award-winning one, and it's coming out. Then I encourage you guys to follow me on the Instagram page and all of that. I might post some stuff on here, but whatever. Today, we are talking about not wrestling stuff, but the Black Panther 2. I finally checked it out, and you know, it was an excellent movie. It's a bit long, but it was necessary. The only problem I had with this movie was, spoiler alert, the end credit scene, or what you guys would call like a mid credit scene. The mid credit scene kind of threw me off. Okay, so you go through the whole movie, they kill T'Challa. This whole movie is about Shuri, and she does a phenomenal job. She finally becomes queen, or so. M'Baku becomes king, or so. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. But what eventually happens is she sits down alone. She deals with the trauma of losing her brother. And then Nakia comes up behind her. He's like, can we join you? And when she says we, she has this little boy with her. And the little boy is at the age like 7 or 6 years old or something like that. And she's like, this is my son, alluding to it being the original Chadwick Boseman Black Panther's son. Okay. All right. So that's cool. We're revising the Black Panther. I'm assuming this little kid is the one that grows up and marries Storm. He ends up fighting Mandela and M'Baku. Those are the villains that this kid is going to fight later on when he eventually becomes Black Panther. I guess that's what they're alluding to. I don't know. But what trips me out is, like, how does Nakia have this 7-year-old son? Let's backtrack to 2018, if you will. Now, if you're keeping up with the MCU, that's the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Thanos snapped half the universe out of existence in the year 2018, real time, okay? One of these characters being snapped out of existence is Black Panther, okay? In the MCU, if you're following along, Black Panther was gone for 5 years, okay? This means that there was no sexual intercourse, there was no girlfriends, there was no relationships, there was nothing. Now, in his mind, he just blipped. But in everybody else's mind, like, our king is gone, like he's not here for 5 years, okay? So how do you have a 6, 7-year-old son, or even a 5-year-old son, Nakia, and you're claiming it to be the king's son? I'm going to need a DNA test, and fast, because this doesn't add up. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Before you spam me in the comments like you always do, pish posh, please stop. Please hit me in the comments, because I got plenty of arguments for you guys. But before you hit me in the comments, you're like, hey, she was obviously pregnant before T'Challa got slapped. They obviously slept together and she was with child. Like, okay, cool. I'll give you that. In 2018, they had sex. She had this embryo inside of her and she just didn't know she was pregnant. But if you watch Black Panther 1, and this is the funny part about it, she gets thrown halfway to hell by Killmonger. So if superhuman strength Killmonger, right? So if this didn't kill her and the baby, I don't know what. Killmonger picks her up and literally tosses her off the hill. And you mean to tell me that she's pregnant? And even if she was, this baby gotta have brain damage or dead or bleeding or some type of head. You got thrown by superhuman strength Black Panther style Killmonger off of a mountain. So she was pregnant. That baby no longer exists, right? There's no way. If you push your pregnant wife down the stairs, it can kill the baby. If you accidentally hit your pregnant wife with a door, it can kill the baby. Killmonger picked her up and tossed her off a mountain, and she tumbled. It was out of the movie. That was it. After that, we don't know what happened to her until the end scene where he's talking to her at the end. T'Challa's talking to her. But if she was pregnant during the events of Black Panther 1, that baby has some serious head trauma. If this is T'Challa's baby. Now, logically speaking, it's not. It's logically speaking, it can't be. You know, it's a little far-fetched. But I'm going to go with it because they need to revive the Black Panther. But this little boy at the end of this movie is not her son. No way. No how. Argue with me in the comments. I don't care. I'm speaking logically here. There's no way T'Challa has a 6-year-old son because she wasn't pregnant in 2018. And if she was, that baby is dead. And even if the baby survived, he was gone for 5 years. 5. Okay? 5 years. Remember, Infinity War picks up shortly after Black Panther, and Endgame picks up right after Infinity War. Well, 5 years later, but you get the picture. So if you guys are scrambling up the time zones and you guys want to argue with me in the comments, go argue in the comments. I'll be there like I always am. And if you guys have it, go ahead and like this video. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We just reached an exceptional amount of subscribers, and I appreciate y'all. I will be back with more wrestling content, more WWE content, more comic book content. So if you guys want to go in and hit me in the comments and like and subscribe and all that, hit all types of buttons and whatnot, go ahead and do it. Until then, my name is KJ from Cali, and I'm out.